For tonight, I wanted to break out my paper pumpkin that was from May, and it's all about the InColors. And so the new 2022-2024 InColors are here, and they are Sweet Sorbet, Parakeet Party. This one is Tahitian Tide, and Orchid Opulence, and Starry Sky. So it comes in markers and cardstock and ribbon and twine and all sorts of good things. So in this kit, if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber and you got this kit, I hope you got a golden voucher. There were 200 golden vouchers put in these kits as they went out. And that was, a golden voucher was $25 to spend on Stampin' Up! Product. I didn't get the voucher. But I hope one of you did. That was kind of a fun surprise. But see, I looked, there's nothing there. But I still got my Paper Pumpkin kit, which I'm super happy about. So let me put some little contrast here. You probably are not going to be able to see these words. But there's happy, and a big U, just for, you make me, can do anything, to celebrate your day and to have you in my life. So some great stamps there. And then all 5 InColors are in here. Let's open that up. So I am in northern New Hampshire for one more day. I left Aaron home to man the homestead. But Matthew, Peter, and I are up here, and so we get these little dots that are coming, all 5 of the InColors. So because we were traveling, Paper Pumpkin came at a perfect time. And so you can see that I have 2 of each kind of envelope. So this makes 10 cards. So there's Parakeet Parties, and this looks like the Starry Sky, and the Sweet Sorbet, and the Orchid Opulence, and the Tahitian Tide. And I think I'm going to start with, I don't know how much we'll do tonight. Also comes with the card bases and some embellishments. Comes with some words already pre-printed in gold foil. See some more layers here. Lots of different layers. I probably should sort as I go, but I don't think I'm going to. I'll just find the ones that I need. Here's some little labels that we can put on. So I'm just going to get out some of these pieces. And then, of course, it comes with instructions in it. And so you can see the cards right here. There's also an unboxing video that will walk you through all the cards. It's kind of at a sped up pace, but it does show you how to do this as well. And you can see that online, paperpumpkin.com. But then you can see that it gives you, so here's one card, 2, 3, 4, and 5 cards. So it actually shows you all the pieces that you need for each particular card. So I'm going to do number 1 here first. So for number 1, I need the cards that have the big U on it, the gold foil. And I'm going to need this piece right here that I touched on earlier. I need one of these, and this, wait till you see what this does. This is kind of cool. And then there are some of these little pieces in here. So you're going to need some of the dots. They tell you what colors to use, but of course, you can do what you want to do. And so these come in a nice little package that I may or may not be able to open on camera. Oh, there we go. And then we need 3 of these hexagonal pieces, or these hexagonal images. Those refer to the dimensionals. So we've got the dimensionals here, and this kit also came with this sticky strip. So this is going to be great to use. I'll show you why we're going to use that in just a second. So now we're going to go back into the directions. And so this is the directions for card number 1. Comes with an ink spot. This is basic gray. So basic gray will go with all of these colors. It's just a really nice accent color. It's not as harsh as basic black. And it says we are going to use the words can do anything. So we're going to, this is telling us ink up the can do anything. So I need to get my can do anything out. And remember, when these are long and skinny like this, if you put it so it's face down so you can read it, then put the block on top, it will automatically be straight. You won't be mounting it crooked at all. We're going to ink this up and stamp it on one of these little pieces right here. I'm going to, you know what I didn't do? I didn't kind of prime my stamp here. Usually when they come, I like to clean them off a little bit, just because sometimes there's a little residue on there. So if I just come off to the side, I'm just going to rub it a little bit, and that gets all that little residue off. The table I'm working on is so shaky. So I'm going to blame any problems that I have on that. All right, so can do anything. There we go. Now the other thing, they have this little weird symbol here, and I'm not exactly sure why that means the tape, but it does. So we're going to use this. We're going to pop out this big U here, and it's this part that we're actually going to use our tape on. So if you have not seen the InColors in person yet, I am telling you, they are fabulous. They are so bright and cheery. Just what we need after the last couple years. They go great together. They are just so, I love them. All right, so I've got that there. I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool to, and there goes the cover to my Take Your Pick tool on the floor. My table is wobbly and it rolled right off. So I've got that. It also says to put the dimensionals, 2 little dimensionals on the back of my little sentiment. I love Paper Pumpkin just because I don't have to think, I don't have to design, I don't have to do any work. It's all done for me. These are great when I go camping. So are the Stampin' Kits. All right, let's bring my card in. So it's showing that this goes right over here. So can you see? Trying to focus on what you can see. And I'm just gonna center that right there. Oops, I shifted it a little bit, but I got it before I put it down, so that's good. You cannot probably tell how badly this table is wobbly, but I can. All right. So there we have it there. And what we're going to do next is this gold is not twine that's in here. It's actually just gold printed on there. We're going to put this right over the top here. You can do anything. What a great card for a graduate. So then it says go ahead and put on some of the dots. So it says to use a green dot. So we're not actually going to use the Sweet Sorbet ones. We're going to use some of the other ones. we're going to put on a green one and two of the blues. And so we just put them where we want. So I'm going to go here and Starry Sky. Let's go. And we'll put the Orchid Opulence. No, let's go with the Tahitian Tide right down here. So this is a great graduation card, and you know, if you're giving somebody a graduation card, probably you're going to give them something else as well, either a little bit of money or maybe a gift card to somewhere to go shopping for school supplies, you know, bedding and all that stuff. So let's put this out of the way, and let's put this on here. So I'm showing it face up. What they did was they showed it all folded in, and then you put it on that way. I'm doing it this way. I'm such a rebel. Most of you are probably laughing at that comment because you know I'm not. All right, so tear and tape is really easy. I think I called it sticky strip before, but that was what we used to call it. Used to be a little bit different. So just press down. That's the easiest way to get it up. Press down, and then you just take your pick tool, and I think there's a little piece right here left over. So we're making a little pocket that goes on the inside of the card. All right, put this here, fold it back up, and we're just gonna put this, let me move that down. So you can stick a little bit of money or a little card in there. Great little card to give as a gift. Pretty quick and pretty easy. Sheila, you didn't get the voucher either. Sorry. We can commiserate together. So all of these cards have a different kind of layout, but they still walk you through each particular one. Let's do the Happy to Have You in My Life, perhaps. That's a good one. I like this bright green. It is lots of fun. So comes in some strips here. We're going to punch out these strips. This is the last card I'm going to do, and then I'm going to show you a couple other things. I'm going to keep them in order here. Not that it really matters. In fact, it doesn't. I'm probably going to lay them out however I want to. I still want to know why. Oh, I see what this thing is. So this is, instead of showing you this round O, they're kind of looking at it from the side. And so I kind of see how that is right now, but and truthfully, I don't know how I would show it differently. But I have been thinking about it since we started this video, like, what does that symbol mean? Why did they choose that? And now I know. Give you plenty of this tear and tape, which is fantastic, but you could obviously just use some regular stuff as well. And this is just one of the regular cards. Now, let's see, let's get those out. There are different kinds of cards in here. Some have some funky edges. The funky edged one is this one, so I'm not going to use that. And I don't want to use this one because that's the one for the Tahitian Tide. So Process of Elimination says this is the card we're going to use. And step one, which I already skipped, says you're going to ink up the To Have you in my life. So it's happy to have you in my life. And we're going to need the happy sticker out too. Let's see, we need this long strip here. Happy to have you in my life. And they give you plenty of those in case you make a little boo-boo stamping. Not that any of you probably do that, right? All right, let's take this one. Take the other stamp off. And lay it down. Pick it up. And I'm just going to rub it off. Rub off any of that residue. And ink it up. And these spots are a great way to get colors that you wouldn't necessarily normally use. Take these spots, when they start to get dry, buy a refill and you're good to go. And I just touched that with my finger, so I have to re-ink it. So if it's a color that you don't think you're going to use a whole lot, don't get the full-size pad. Just use these ink spots. There we go. To have you in my life. Says we need to have 3 little dimensionals here. So we're going to do that. Okay, so that's done. These 5 have those things, and now we need to find the happy. Happy, happy, happy. Now, it really is a good idea to kind of sort things as you get them, and then you don't have to go fishing for them on your desk like I am right now. I'm going to take my happy. I'm going to punch it out. And it says, let's go ahead and put the strips. I'll put one right here. Fits nicely right there. And then this fits nicely right here. All right, now press it down. Because remember, when you press it down, it's going to make it easier to lift up the backing, either with your fingernail or my preferred tool, the Take Your Pick tool. So let's go ahead. It looks like you're allowed to kind of place them as you want. It doesn't say any particular order, but obviously this, because it's on dimensionals, goes last. Happy has to go on top of the green pieces. So the green pieces are what have to go down first. So go ahead and take a moment to figure out how you want to arrange them. So I probably don't want all the spots together. Let's see. I probably don't want all the greens and, you know, do we want all the greens together? Like, so some of these have a white end. So you can alternate it like that, or you can have, you know, the way they have it is they have all the white ends together. So they do something like this. So you can sort of see that it's a little variegated. All right, something like that. Theirs is a little bit different than mine, so I think they did this and this and this. I'll do it like they do. No need to think too hard. Let's take the backing off here. And you can mount them a little crooked if you want, or you can do it nice and straight. I'm going to go for straight. Today I did something a little bit crooked with that flower, sending flowers kind of set that I used. And my sister was all proud of me because when you're raised in my family, my mom would be like, no, no, straight. Everything is straight. Everything's, if you're going to make it a color, you got to make it the color the way it is in nature, if it's a flower, etc. Oh yeah, we had all those kind of rules. And so I break them. My mom called me on it a few times. It's probably why I did it, actually, just to bother her. It was fun. It was fun. All right, so there we go. We have this one over here. And I probably could have spaced them a little bit differently, but that's good. And we now need to put the happy on. Happy, happy, happy. And spread the happy right over here. Just like that. Gotta add in the happy to have you in my life piece. So let's that right across the bottom here. And then we're just going to add some of those pretty little dots. If I can find my pretty little dots. Let me take my instructions away because I no longer need them. And we're going to take all the various blues out here. So let's just, and we can place them anywhere we want. Use my take your pick tool. I'm gonna go up here. And let's go down here. There we go, 3 little dots. Same thing now for the inside of this one. We are going to, we can put one of these things in again. And I just already did that with the other one, so you don't need to see me do it again. You can put it this way. So it's opening, because it's opening this way. You could even put it down here if you wanted to. Just tuck it right there and just write a little something over here. If you don't like to write a lot, this would be a really good idea to just tuck it right there. In fact, I said I wasn't going to do it, but you know what? Let's go ahead. You made the person the card. You can say a very short and sweet sentiment if you want to. The heart really went into making the card, right? For those of you of few words, take my advice. That's the way to do it. Okay. Now, if you don't have a take your pick tool, this is a really great tool. It's going to be your favorite $10 investment because it comes with this piece that can poke holes, can pick things up, it can take off the backing, can do a lot of things. I'm going to leave a little bit more room at the top so that I can actually get that card in there. It's also got, on the other end of this, it's a little spatula, so you could actually get under here and take those off that way if you wanted to. This is a putty tip, and if I rotated this more putty would come out. And you can use it once it stops working. You just peel it off, and you give it a little turn, and some more comes out. And they do make replacement putties. You can also take this out and actually not this end, the other end, I think. You can take this out and they make a die brush attachment that's sold separately. So when you're trying to get the little pieces out of the die brushes or the dies after you've cut them, you can do that. So that is this month's, and of course it comes with coordinating envelopes. So that's this month's paper pumpkin. Next month's going to be a berry themed one, I think. I didn't really look too hard.